Thanks for tapping in with the Already Canceled Social Club. We back with another episode. We're going to give it to you raw and straight.
Give us a like, share, subscribe, you know what I'm saying?
Let's go. I'm your co-host, Zagu Brown. I keeps it real, unfiltered, uncut. I speak my mind. But trust me, I mean well.
As always, it's your man Brains, you know what I'm saying? I keep it blunt and uncut, you know what I'm saying? We're going to get this shit to you, you know what I'm saying? Real talk.
Tonight, episode is sponsored by J9. And what we got, where that bag at, man? Show the people that bag.
Oh, you know what I'm saying? Where is the bag, you know what I'm saying? I think I handed it to you. I'm not sure. Oh, here you go. You know what I'm saying? Sponsored by Swag 9, you know what I'm saying? He keep us right, keep us lit. What's that?
What this say? Grape skin.
Grape skin.
Smoking on that grape skin. All right, so let's go. Tonight we personally me, I just felt like it was a little time to give a little respect to the Godfather of the manosphere as far as I'm concerned. You know what I'm saying? Kevin Samuels. And so I want to make sure that I get this right. So I wrote down a few notes. Let me jot this out for you.
All right.
All right, now I don't want y'all before I even go to the notes. I don't want you to think that we just getting on to Kevin Samuels. He's one of the inspirations for me as far as like seeing shit in a different light and trying to break it down. But I do feel like we may have some followers, and since our show is in the beginning stages and our followers are in the beginning stages, and so our subscribers, we want to introduce him to you guys and see if he has the same kind of rub off effect on you.
Exactly, you know what I'm saying? Because once we got tapped in, you know what I'm saying? I know me personally, he helped me, recalibrate my thinking, you know what I'm saying, on certain situations and to just, broaden my look, my outlook on the landscape of things.
Yeah, and I think everybody could benefit from his content, both men and women alike. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to get into that right now. Let's go.
All I'm saying is, yes, you're right. Maybe the statistics aren't there, but in my reality, in my worlds, I know women that
anecdotal evidence doesn't change the fact.
Huh?
Anecdotal evidence doesn't change the fact. You know people like you. That does not change the reality.
Well, okay. I'm not taking away from that.
What I'm saying is, ma'am,
I'm just saying that.
Listen to what we're doing in the black. Listen to what we're doing in the black community. Take it away from you. Take it away from your friends. We're actually having a conversation about women having babies in their 40s. That's how warped we've become in the black community, because we cannot get it together in our prime mating and marrying years, because so many of our women value these so-called careers. Now, I don't doubt that you have a career, but I got to let you know how many women I've talked to over the countless years who call their job a career. Most people have a job. Most people have jobs. Most people don't have careers. And it seems to be, why can Becky, Marisol, Mylene, and Anu all go out and have jobs and careers, just like black women have jobs and careers, and still be able to spin that plate and find a husband?
Facts.
So that's a question that I got some opinions on. We'll just put it like that. You know what I mean? But it's because it seems like from the corporate and working women that I've dealt with, it's hard to turn it off, especially if they have a job that they feel they have to be more assertive or masculine in the job. So it's hard to turn that shit off, and they don't realize that shit when they come home. So they just bring that same energy home. And if you just been out doing the same thing working, this is for two working. That this speaking on careers, since he was saying, people that have a job, really, because it's a job, not a career. But that's a whole nother thing. That's a part of the delusion as well. For men and women too, bro. Like, if you just got a job, you got a job, bro. It's not a career. Just like a lot of people say they're entrepreneurs and they don't have no employees. You're not a boss. Well, you're an entrepreneur, but you're not a boss. You're a boss when you got employees. So stop that shit.
Yeah, a lot of people just run around delusional, period, you know what I'm saying, in life.
What about the waiting until 40 to try to get married and settle down?
Nah, that ain't it. You know what I'm saying? If you go really do it, you know what I'm saying? You got to do it while you're young, while you're up and coming, so that you can build.
While you popping.
That's why it's called building together. When you 40, you already at the halfway point. Everything is downhill after that. People don't realize that. 40 and 50 is downhill.
Hey, it might hurt. Suck it up. All right, we're gonna get back into this.
Why can every other race of women seem to be able to do that, but black women are doing it at a 1 out of 4 ratio, and the next closest women are white women who are married twice as much as you are, and that's married to anybody. You're not marrying anybody. Do you think black women have been given the accurate message for life?
No.
I will say no. I will say no. I'll give you that. But I will say this too. There's a lot of things I do agree with you on, Kevin, and that's why I came on your platform. I will say the die alone things. I don't want to give women. I don't think women should be feared.
Oh, I do. I think fear. I think we need some healthy fear. Because here's the thing: when we do this whole coddling, don't act like it is what it is. No, we need to tell you smoking causes cancer. We don't need to tell you smoking causes bait. Smoking makes you happy. Because I'm looking at our community. Black men are at the bottom, black women are at the bottom, black boys are at the bottom. You're the only group of women who stand out proudly saying, I don't need a man to make it through life. No other group or race of women is so bold to stand outside and say, put all the pressure of the world on me because
he ain't lied yet.
I don't need him.
Well, I don't believe that. I believe men are very important. I love the black man. My father.
It's our culture.
Okay, I agree with that. Let me ask you this, Kevin. Should a woman be with a guy who might be cheating on her, not treating her the best? Do you think it's better to have a man
on the
than not have a man at all?
Yeah, see, that's a disingenuous question.
Fact.
So when you come in setting the table is the choice between a negative and a man, I reject that question. Why don't you give it the other way around? You think a woman should have a man who actually she can build with and partner with, such and so forth? Why come in assuming bad faith to begin with?
No, I'm not.
No. Yes, you did. You came in and gave me a negative versus having a man, and that means
you got her skates on.
That's why she starts smiling because she knows.
Choose that. Why don't you give me the other side? Give me the good faith argument.
Okay, well, no, there is a good faith argument, but I just heard you say several times. I think sometimes women.
No, what I'm saying is, why didn't you come through the door giving the good faith argument? Why do I have to ask you for it?
Well, I think naturally, if a man is treating you right, if you find a Russell Wilson, what would be the reason for you to leave?
You mean an NFL MVP quarterback? That's the only thing?
Okay, we'll take the money. Or just a man, period, that celebrates you.
What I'm asking you is, I don't celebrate you. You're supposed to celebrate him.
But what I'm asking you, Kevin, is this, and I'm not trying to be combative. I'm just simply asking you a question, and
we're gonna let Kevin keep cooking, but I just had to stop right quick with the celebrate. He told her though, and she burst over it.
Right.
A man, if he's out battling in the world trying to get what he can't be celebrating you as far as like all of his focus is on you. He got to go out and get his shit and make it happen so he could bring something back for everybody to eat off of and build off of. You shouldn't even want a man to focus like.
No. Why is it celebrate you? Everything is so self-centered and selfish though. Everything is me. Put me on the pedestal. Put me up here. Put me, you know what I'm saying? But if it's a family, the celebration happens within together. The family when the harvest comes back and we celebrate.
And if he putting you all up on the pedestal, he looking at that instead of the challenges and shit in the world that he got to do to be successful for the family getting, the whole family being celebrated. But
they're not looking at that. They everything is about why you not putting me on this rock in this cliff called celebrate me, you know what I'm saying? I don't know.
I'm really trying not to be combative here. Is there some women
you should have to try.
Right.
There's some women who date men who might not be treating them the best. And I always just wonder because I know you preach a lot about settling and being with
choice.
And
I talk a lot about settling because that's what a lot of women talk about all the time when they really ain't settling. One of the two things wrong in our community is one, so many of our women come into interactions with black men in bad faith. You assume the worst, the negative.
You wasn't gonna let her slide on that.
Man, go rewind this part. You gave me an example.
I know, but
do you think a woman should settle for a man that's cheating on her, abusing her, such and so forth, in order to just have a man? That is a disingenuous French toast ass position when you could have easily come in and gave.
If the Godfather say French toast, y'all, he pissed off. just to let y'all know, if the Godfather say French toast, he mad as a motherfucker.
Yeah.
And
That's about as godly as fucked up as you gonna get.
and if you see this, it's a wrap for her. She out the pasture. But we're gonna get back to this.
Be the positive, good faith. Do you think it would be better for a woman to be with a man who she can actually live with and cooperate with and build a life with, or have nothing? You could have made that choice to come in the door, good faith or bad faith. You chose to come, no. You chose to come in bad faith because that is the default position in our community.
Obviously, there's men out there that treat their women good. I know several. I know several men who celebrate their wives and they're good men. So I wasn't asking that question.
Still back on
because
that celebrating
I thought
shit.
that's a no-brainer. If you're with a man that is treating you good and you can build with, of course you be with him. But there are times when women are dealing with men who are bringing them more sorrow than happiness. And I was just wondering if you think being a single woman in that.
Why ask that question if it's obvious the other way around? It should be obvious that way too. If you're with a man that's bringing you sorrow and down and strife and fucking your life up and toxicity, you can move on. She expects Kevin to say, "No, you just stick it out." Watch. I guess that's what she think he finna say, but just like the other way around.
Predicament would be better off than being with the man who might be bringing you drama. That's all. I was simply just trying to ask that question. There's three types of men. There's a man that treats you good.
All right, no. See, this is what we do too often. We do this too often. Acting as though women don't have accountability and consequences in the men they cheat. No, man. Okay, I'll let you go on for 30 seconds. You're supposed to celebrate the man. He's not supposed to celebrate you. What other race of women runs around talking about them? You need to celebrate them. What are we celebrating?
Well,
who's on top? Who leads?
Well, Kevin, okay.
Who's on top? Who leads?
I do say that yes, the man leads, but I have to just speak for the men that I know that are happily married. They celebrate their wives.
Okay. This notion is toxic to come in. It's toxic to relate. Yes, it is. Because it keeps women with this overinflated stuff that they need to be celebrated, to where asking women, yesterday I had a woman on Instagram thinking that being a traditional housewife was tantamount to slavery just because she had to actually cook a damn meal.
I saw that.
That's the mindset.
So, that's a woman that shares your reflection.
How?
She's black. And see, this is a problem. So many women in the black community want to be sitting up like this queen, and if a man is sitting up here looking at you, he cannot fight everybody else, compete with everybody else, and defend the world. Sorry, it doesn't work that way. And that's why so many women, black women, are by themselves, because if they can't be treated like the queens that they think they are, then they'd rather have nothing, and no one's going to stop you. Because the problem ain't black men. It ain't black men because ain't no man marrying you. When it says 1 out of 4 black women were married, that means anybody. So your career, your job, your accomplishments, whatever is walking around making you feel great and wonderful about yourself, that works well until you're about 55 or 60. Then what? What's about the life?
Are you just asking me that direct question?
The ultimate point is we get nowhere when we have women who still think they should be celebrated ahead of the men.
Well, I think they should celebrate each other, and maybe we have.
Who should be celebrated? Who should lead?
I don't mind the man being the head of the household.
What do you mean you don't mind?
Don't mind.
Wow. That was the wrong answer?
Of course it was. But what's crazy is that some women got the notion that marriage is slavery. So if marriage is slavery, then why even want or aspire for marriage? Why even be out here looking for a husband if you think your husband is a potential slave driver?
Facts. Yeah, thanks to the Godfather, though, I'm in the mindset of like next relationship or any type of relationship that I actually go into, I'm going to go into it thinking lifelong mate. You know what I mean? Instead of like, she cool, let me find out if she's worth lifelong mate. No, I'm going into that motherfucking relationship always checking for signs and flags just to see if she's a lifelong mate. Not going in bad faith, saying she's not, but I'm looking and I'm paying attention to the flags, and I will be willing to put my foot down. That's why I try to say, man, you got to set your boundaries, put your foot down, the shit you don't want to accept, and the things that you can accept, you got to go ahead and speak on that. So that's something that I got from the Godfather. But yeah, y'all go ahead and tap in on his content, and let me know in the comments and sections what you think about this one. Please like, subscribe, share the video. Also, it helps bump us up in the algorithm. It's totally free, don't cost you a penny, but we definitely appreciate it. So definitely do that. Tap in. We're gonna have a theme song too. I'm gonna play attached to the end of this video. The link is gonna be down in the description too. Song by LARPK. It's gonna be down in the bottom. It's hidden. It just kind of fits with the red pill community. Anything else you wanna? We got one more clip to bring up too, but
no, not really. Really, I'm good. Everything's been pretty peachy this episode, so I'm good.
All right, and also another thing that Kevin Samuels spoke on, that a lot of that gets pushed under the rug, because when he was telling men how to better themselves and what they should do to get better, focus on your physical health, your wealth, your education, getting in the gym, speaking clearly, firmly, with confidence, all of those things. And also he was breaking men down when they was calling in delusional and letting them know we don't have no space and no time for delusional. We don't get passes for that. But that stuff didn't blow up. But it's there though. So that being said, I want to say that, well, I always was on my physical fitness and shit like that, but I just got affirmations from watching him and about what it takes to be a high value man. And so that's what that is. All right, so let's go. We got this other clip. We're going to break into that right now.
Although there are about 2 million less black men than black women, there are more black men who are married. A higher percentage of black men are married than black women. Again, although there are 2 million less black men, more black men are married. A higher percentage of black men are married within the black community. So based upon that evidence alone, black men are the ones that are committing the most. So we can't say in one end that, oh, black men don't commit, and look at the marriage rates and see that they're the ones who actually are choosing to get into long-term relationships. Not to mention that it is black women, by and large, who are exiting the relationships or are filing for divorce. So this is just flat out a misconception.
There you have it right there. Sounds like facts to me. Facts over feelings.
Message.
So I wanted, and the last thing I just wanted to say to the fellas, and keep in mind that the minute you're no longer stable financially and able to provide that security, and once she feels that's compromised, it's a wrap. It's a wrap, bros. So keep in mind that also. So take the lead always. Always focus on yourself. Not saying selfishly, but always be goal oriented and stay the assertive and ambitious man you were when you met the women you choose to let in your life.
Even for men that are single, that should still be the standard in terms of your finances. You know what I'm saying? You, with no money, you can't do nothing in this world. You know what I'm saying? You're not respected. You're not looked upon as nothing becoming. So your standard should be striving to succeed at something that puts you in a financial category of stability.
Which will then put you in a financial, a personable category of respect. You know what I'm saying? Other men will respect you. Female will respect you. It's just, why not be the best version of yourself? Goddamn. You got to beg you to get better. So, I mean, most men take that shit. You know what I'm saying? We could rate each other. Men tell a nigga how it is. You come out with me, bro, I'm going to bag on your shoes if your shoes ain't clean. Because trust me, women look at shoes. That might be something as picky as a shoe. And, nah, not you, bro. You hit all the boxes, but them shoes got you home by yourself. It's all good, though. Thanks for tapping in, though. As I said, man, subscribe, hit that like button. I don't know if I'm going to edit that last section or not, man, because it was some decent content. We had a little chop up right quick. But appreciate y'all.
Hey, as always, you know what I'm saying? Stay tuned in, you know what I'm saying? And relax, you know what I'm saying? It's only one day at a time.
Oh, that looked at fire when you talk to the camera and shit. We got to focus on that. We getting our shit down, though. This episode 4. You tapped in. Thank y'all, though. We appreciate you. And we out.